almost encloses that.
Coach, a lot of Iowa fans that may not be familiar with the three horses in the quarterback race, how would you describe their style and their demeanor from what you've seen to this point?
You know, I'm not great on that description stuff. I think they're all three fairly similar in terms of what they do, and I think all three of them are really capable of throwing the football well.
To say one's better, each day is different too, especially with the competition, so each day is going to be a little different.
They have different personalities like most people do, and it's not unusual for quarterbacks. But they're all football guys, and they work well. They have a good mentality.
One day at a time, one play at a time. You can't look ahead, you can't look behind. It's just learn from the mistakes, try not to repeat them, and just get the whole team moving along, which is what everyone wants to do. We want to take steps ourselves, but coach has been really stressful about the entire team to take steps forward, and at the end of each day we need to be just a little bit better.
Yeah, a little different, but not majorly different. And the big thing is going to be, you know, how they perform, you know, and see if there's a difference there. And right now, at least, there hasn't been. So, but you know, camp's a funny thing. It really reveals a lot of things as you go along, typically.
What do you think of the depth at the running back position for you guys this year?
We have a ton of depth.
If I am doing well, I'm happy about it, but you just always want to tell yourself that you can do a lot better and do a lot more. So I'm just going to work even harder and make sure that I'm better when the season comes.
Talk about the running back core as a whole, how you guys meshing together, how are things going?
We all get along, you know, everybody's great. We all know each other. We all been here for 3 years now, so, I mean, it's all good.
It's a new team. You know, we graduated guys from last year, and you've got new guys in the front of the room, and guys emerged. They changed during the course of a month, let alone, you know, 10 months or 8 months, whatever it may have been, 9 months, I guess. So, yeah, it's always changing. It's a pretty dynamic process. But the big thing is, you know, since we got going in end of November, the attitude's been positive, and I haven't seen it waver. So that's really a good thing.
We're all hungry. As soon as the season, you know, ended, unfortunately, the way it did, we got right back to work. We didn't take any days off, and you know, the energy's high here, and you know, we're just ready to get back.
It's when you are prepared, both mentally and physically, with your technique and knowing the playbook, knowing the strategies, etc. That's where your confidence comes from.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have the season we wanted to last year, and starting December, we kind of pushed that behind us and started working for this year. Like I said, nobody complained about anything that coaches want us to do. You know, they're telling us to do it for our own good and everything. But yeah, I mean, a couple guys stepped up too and just started to become leaders and everything. And
our number one rider, well, Cavante's our most experienced guy, certainly outside. C.J. Fedorowicz is part of the passing attack too, certainly. So, you know, good to have he and Cavante back, and we're going to build from there.
We have to take it serious because we got a lot of young guys at the skill positions, especially, and you have to lead by example. You have to do things right. You know, you got to study plays, you got to work extra, and when you know younger guys are looking at you, you really have to lead, and you also have to push yourself because those younger guys are trying to get your spot and trying to get better themselves.
The tight ends as a group have been a big part of the Iowa offense, and you know, for the team to win, you know, tight ends got to make plays.
If there's a tight end out there that says no to catching passes, they probably should just move into offensive line. You know, but that's part of it. You gotta do what the coach asks you, and if he throws you in that and just run plays for a while, and that's what you got to go out and do, and that's part of being a team player and a great teammate.
We got a lot of young receivers that are contributing a lot, are doing well and stuff, and then we got the older guys pushing and teaching them basically how to take our job. So, you know, it's been fun competition going on so far.
Along with a lot of things, the program took some criticism personally for what happened at the end of last season. How do you personally deal with How do you personally deal with the criticism level?
It's part of the territory. You know, it's the same way as the praise that we get, you know, after a good year. You know, it's just the way it is, you know, and what's more important, I think, especially when you experience disappointing things, you know, and if you do anything it's worth trying to do that's significant and hard to do, you're gonna have disappointing results. That's just it comes with the territory. Maybe somebody's gone through life undefeated, coaches, people in politics, whatever. But you better be able to deal with that. And if you can't, you probably should look into doing something else. And so I'm not really thinking about that right now. But so it's just part of the deal. And the one thing I have learned through the years, a lot of people offer up observations. It's better probably to focus on solutions. At least from my end, that's what I need to be worried about. I got all kinds of people giving me observations. So we just got to try to focus on what we can do to get better.